Доброе утро. Good morning. Sometimes I get up really early, the break of dawn. When I think, there are just not enough hours in a day. Well, today my children are free, so it's going to be a nice, relaxing day. Just have to try to figure out what we're going to do. Because you always have to entertain them just a little bit. And then they can just entertain themselves afterwards. So, anyway, today I want to talk about rejection, really. I was thinking about it and reminiscing about how it used to feel, And then, it just got me thinking. Because, as I said, I go to church and, but I wasn't always a Christian. I wasn't raised that way. And so lately now I've been struggling, just trying to find my way with things, I guess. And it's so easy to just let go of things, but you gotta try to keep on keeping on. And I was thinking, why did I kind of just let my faith sleep? I would call it let it sleep. And it's because of disappointments, I guess. I was getting disappointed, but it's just like a little kid, Sometimes you just want to have your way, and you'd be like, you want stuff and you want it now, but there's a set time for everything in life, and you don't always get what you want because, I feel that we're protected, that God really protects you from things that you think you might want and need, but you don't need them or want them, or it's not the right time at the moment. So, because I used to pray a lot about things, and things would just come. Everything I wanted would just be there. I wanted to be, well, I had to wait a while for my husband, the right one, my husband. Yeah. And that used to test my faith. Being single, that tested my faith. You would see everyone around you just getting married and being happy and everything, and you'd be like, hello, I'm here, hi, don't forget me. And then you'd feel so, there you go again, ugly and blah, 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 not worthy of a husband. If you saw everybody getting married around you, and you'd be going to all those weddings and just being alone. So, that took time, but it also took faith. Sorry, I caught a slight cold yesterday, so bear with me today. Anyway, so I remember that, and I remember a night, I will never forget it. I was like, God, if you really exist, if you really love me, I'm going to put you through the test. Don't test. But I was like, I was so desperate that night. And I was like, if you really exist, if you really love me. So I asked God to send a certain person. And that person, I knew that person lives all the way in England. So I was asking something impossible. But that person used to mean a lot to me, and she used to encourage me and stuff like that, and I really used to feel special when I talked to her. And I knew she lived in England anyway. I said, if you love me so much, and you want me to wait for my husband and one of this and that, and then I want you to just let her be I want to meet her tomorrow. That's what I said. I was feeling all good about myself. And I'm not saying, please, I'm not saying, oh, all of you out there go and test God because, or ask Him for impossible things. I mean, He can do He can do the impossible. I believe that. But it's not necessary to live your life that way. I'm just going back to a certain. I just want to show you a couple of things, and then I'll get to my, end result. So anyway, I prayed that prayer and feeling all fine about myself. So as you can guess, the next day I walked out of my apartment, and who was there? She was walking in my street. I was like, I started bawling. How is this possible? Why are you here? I asked God if I saw you tomorrow. So, because she's also a Christian. And I told her the whole story. I was feeling, and I was so disappointed and feeling so rejected and not loved. And that I said, if I saw you, I would believe again. I would believe again that He really loves me, and that I just have to be patient for certain things and have to learn to wait for my set time, because there's a right time for everything, and sometimes things don't happen, but there's also a reason why things don't happen. And, I have to learn to trust God that if something doesn't happen for me, it's just not meant for me, and it's all right. So that was years ago, before I even met my husband. Yeah. So anyway, so that was I was like, okay. So I met her and everything, so I had my faith back. But I was like, is that the kind of faith you want? That you get something you only get to receive, Then I prayed that I had a husband. I got my husband. I prayed that I wanted children. I got children. I prayed that I wanted a daughter. Everybody was telling me it's impossible, especially after you had like 4 boys. You can bet your life it's going to be a boy again, the 5th. And I was like, no. I'm praying I'm going to get a daughter. I know I'm going to get a daughter. I asked God to get a daughter, and I'm sure I testified I'm going to get a daughter. And from the inside, of course, I was thinking, am I really going to get a daughter? Just doubting, just slightly doubting sometimes. But something inside me said, you're going to get a daughter. And sometimes, well, that's another chapter. But, going back to rejection. So I find that I have a pattern of, I used to get everything I wanted. Not always at that moment that I wanted it, but I always got what I wanted. And I even see it now with my children. It's rejections. It just things they have in their world. Oh, I need this toy. I need this shoes or clothing or whatever. I need it now. It's just like me. And sometimes you have to wait for things. And it feels like rejection, because a couple of years ago, I just wanted to sell this house. I wanted to get rid of this house. I was like, because when we bought this house, it was a complete disaster. We had to strip everything down and just build it up again. And we did, and it was hard and tough. But, I want this house. This location is perfect. You're just 5 minutes away from all stores, a bus stop, a gasoline station. You have the seaside. You have everything here. So I just bought it and thinking, I'm going to live here for a long time. But now, as we have 5 children now, and I'm thinking, this house is too small for us. I really want to move. And I still do. But so here I went again. In faith, I'm going to I'm gonna just, I don't need no realtors and stuff. I don't need anything. I have my faith, and God is gonna let the right people come, and they'll just buy this house, and we won't have to pay anything for how you call them, those people who sell houses for you. I can't get it, but anyway, you get me. You get me. So I just cut out those letters for sale, and I stick them on all the windows, and I was like praying, yes, God, would you please sell this house for us and let the right people come and buy our house. So we actually had people coming to us seriously, wanted to buy our house, and I was, wow, they actually want to buy it. But at that time we didn't have a new toilet, and we didn't have certain things, and so the price, they would ask for like 150 or 160, and I was like, no way are we gonna sell our house for 150 or 160. We can't move for those kind of prices. Hello, we need to buy a new house. So I was like, God, he's sending all these people, and they want to buy our house. So I was jumping for joy that people actually came for my little letters, but they weren't offering the right price. So I was really disappointed. I was like, And then I saw, I really, there came that little spoiled brat again in me. You see, I prayed for something and it didn't happen. Even though I hear myself talking about it now, I'm like, oh, Lisa, you are really spoiled. You are spoiled rotten. You just want everything, and you want it now. And anyway, so I noticed that I was just so disappointed that I didn't get my house sold, and it really did something on the inside. I was like, oh, you see, God isn't always there for me. But he did. I mean, we had people wanting to seriously buy the house, but just not for the price that I needed to get, it sold for us. Because, I need a certain price so I can buy a new house. Anyway, so time passed on, and, a lot of disappointments. Oh, my husband wanted to have his own zoo, and I was like, God, Hank is the most friendly person alive. Can't you find ways for this man to have his dream and have a zoo? And I mean, you hear these stories about how people connect, and these investors and blah blah blah, and people who sponsor you and this and that, and we would go on and on. Anyway, and we prayed for it. But then, when we came to think of it, having your own zoo, it's a beautiful dream, of course, it is. And I still want him to have his zoo or anything like it, or, but there's a right time for everything, because we were thinking, hey, if you work at a certain place, that means you won't have time for this, or you wouldn't be involved with it. It would be busy. You'd be busy. And he likes being a father so much. He is so involved in our lives. And with certain job comes certain responsibility, and it would mean that he wouldn't have time for us. But still, I was very disappointed. Why can't this man get his dream? Why? He's the most friendly person alive. He does everything for everybody. He's always there for people. God, who are you? Why can't you give my husband his dream? Or if he applied for a job and in Den Haag, and he would be this big thing and blah blah blah. And I was like, why couldn't you give him a job? Why couldn't you give him that job? And all the time my husband was saying, if it's for me, then it's for me. If I don't get the job, it means that God doesn't want me there, and I'm fine. Lisa, I'm fine. And he's so at ease and he's so relaxed with everything. I really gotta learn from my husband. Please, I gotta learn from him. But me now, if even the sweetest person in life who always helps other people, who's always there for every, seriously, he would get on the bus, and if the chauffeur gave him, if he didn't stamp enough stamp, he would go back to the chauffeur and say, excuse me, I need a couple of more stamps, you didn't stamp enough. Or he would always, anyway, long story short, he helps everybody. He's always there for everybody. So I was like, people like that deserve the best. And so all those things combined just tested my faith. And I was just thinking, rejection, it stinks. It stinks. I don't want to be rejected. I don't want any. And then I think, Lisa, but you reject people. You do it also. Hello. I used to write long emails when I have to end a friendship. An email. I was very young. Well, not very young. I was still 18 or in my 20s even. And then I would write a whole letter why I couldn't continue our friendship. And afterwards I would think, Lisa, you really? Is that who you were? Anyway, but I would reject people myself. And then, so it's a part of life, really. Long story, short. It's a part of life. And sometimes you get what you want, and sometimes you don't. But it goes back to those open doors, closed door stories. When a door closes on you, another one opens. And sometimes it's not the right time for something. You could be praying, oh, give me this, I want it now, and I want it now. But it's just not the right time. And God sees everything. He knows when it's the right time for something, or that, And I just have to trust God, and He knows what's best for me, and let things go, and don't let rejection hurt me, because here I go again. It's all in the mind. I can also think, like my husband does, hey, this thing didn't work out, or this thing didn't happen for me. But if it doesn't happen, it's not meant for me. It's just not right. Just let it go. Let it go. So, yeah, with all this being said, this long story, keep the faith. If you're believing for something, keep the faith. And don't feel rejected if something doesn't happen on your timetable. Things happen. Sometimes you have to go out of your way. No, well, not go out of your way, but sometimes you gotta do certain things to make it happen. And sometimes you gotta learn to rest and let it go. And let God do what He has planned for you. And that's what I'm learning, slowly learning. I'm learning to let go when I have to let go. But certain things are hard to let go, I'll be honest. When you want it so bad. But, okay. Oh, my goodness. This is the longest video ever. Did I talk that much? Sorry. Okay. My goodness, 20 minutes. I hope you guys deal with this. Well, anyway, have a fantastic day today, okay? And whoever you are, know that you're loved. And whatever rejection you're facing, I feel for you, but please don't give up. Don't give up. If this certain thing isn't for you, there will be something else that is for you, okay? I'm really, even if you don't trust God or anything, have no faith at all, certain things are just not meant for you, and certain things are, but you have to learn to wait, okay? Right time, right place. There's a right time for everything. So, hold on just a little bit longer. You never know when your yes is there, okay? Or if it's a no, that's also an answer. And then it's only a temporary no, because it's a no to that certain job, to that certain person, to that certain house or whatever. But it might be a yes for something else. So I encourage you, please don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams, or don't give up on anything you want really bad. It just might come in another package. Yeah? So I know what it feels like, but hold on, don't give up. And please, if it's not your door, close it. You can see my earlier video about closed doors and open doors and stuff. Letting go, that's the one. Well, Baka, have a great day. Be loved, feel loved, love yourself. Yes, you are. Bye-bye.